I wish to respond on the statement raised by the Honorable Timothy Toroitich, Member of Parliament for Marakwet West, on the status of secondary education quality improvement projects in Marakwet West, what is popularly called SEQIP. Honorable Speaker, it is true that the Ministry of Education, in collaboration with the World Bank, has been implementing the Kenya Secondary Education Quality Improvement Project, SEQIP. This was a 7-year initiative scheduled to run from 7 December 2017 to 31st December 2024. The project aimed to enhance student learning outcomes in secondary education and facilitate smooth transitions from primary to secondary school, particularly in targeted areas. Marakwet West was among the sub-counties selected to benefit from SEQIP interventions. These include A, recruitment of 102, that is for Marakwet West 61 and Marakwet East 41 teachers in science, mathematics, and English to address teacher shortages. B, retooling of 1,149 science, mathematics, and English teachers under school-based teacher support system. C, provision of textbooks for science, mathematics, English in grades 7 and 8, that's our primary, and forms 1 to 4 secondary school. This led to an 82% achievement of the 1-to-1 textbook to student ratio in schools. D, Elgeyo Marakwet also benefited from the live-streamed lessons in science and mathematics. The necessary equipment and content were provided to select schools. The schools participating in the program included, that is, principal school is Kapsuar Girls, satellite schools, Sambrir Girls, Kipkener Mixed Day, Tot Mixed Day, Kapcharo Boys, St. Peter's Marakwet Boys. E, implementation of the competence-based curriculum, CBC. All primary and junior secondary school teachers in the county have been retooled to support the rollout of CBC, which has now been implemented across all primary schools. F, a LIMU scholarship program to support equitable transition to secondary education. 185 learners from vulnerable and socio-economically disadvantaged backgrounds benefited from the LIMU scholarship program. 98 under cohort 1 and 87 under cohort 2. These students received full tuition for the 4-year secondary school cycle, a school kit that includes school uniform, basic learning materials, and personal effects, and stipend to cover pocket money and transportation. G, infrastructure development to enhance the learning environment and support retention, especially for girls in upper primary. The ministry undertook various construction projects. These include construction of additional classrooms and science laboratories to enhance access and quality of instruction. 2, construction of sanitation facilities to support student retention. The completed commissioned projects include the following. A, 1 laboratory and 2 classrooms at Mui, Kapsuar Girls. B, 1 classroom at Kapsuar Boys. C, 1 laboratory and 2 classrooms at St. Max Mixed Day and Boarding, Lite. 1 classroom at Chabara Boys. 1 laboratory at St. Peter's Marakwet Boys. 1 laboratory at Yemit Boys. This summarized as indicated in the table for projects handed over, that is complete and handed over. Classrooms 6, laboratories 4, sanitation facilities 0. Incomplete projects include classrooms 3, laboratories 6, sanitation facilities 4. We wish to clarify that Santa Maria Cheptulon was to benefit from the construction of only 2 classrooms and not 2 classrooms and 1 laboratory as indicated in Annex 4. Madam Speaker, reasons why the contractor Daya Agencies Limited abandoned the project's sites before completing all projects and before settling payments to suppliers. Honorable Madam Speaker, Daya Agencies Limited was awarded the contract by the ministry to undertake construction works in Marakwet West Sub-County as follows. A. Sanitation facilities, 4 primary schools. B. 10 laboratories for 10 secondary schools. 9 classrooms for 6 secondary schools. The contractor cited the following reasons for abandoning works before completion. 1. Change in scope of work. Due to topography of the area, there was a variation in the works. However, a contract variation was not possible as this was a fixed price contract. B. Challenging terrain. The terrain posed significant challenges, but since the contract was fixed, no variation could be applied to address these difficulties. C. Serious insecurity issues. The contractor also highlighted serious security concerns in the area as indicated in Annex 5 and 6. Despite the challenges, the supervisor issued instructions to resume work and settle any outstanding debts. The contractor was additionally requested to submit commitment letter outlining their intention to fulfill any pending obligations. However, the contractor failed to comply with the instructions as indicated in Annex 7 and 8. Question number 3 is what measures the Ministry of Education is taking to ensure that the unfinished projects are completed and affected suppliers are paid their outstanding dues. Honourable Speaker, the Ministry is exploiting internal solutions to address the gaps in the incomplete projects. We will also seek to leverage additional partnership to fill these gaps. The Ministry is not privy to arrangements between Daya Agencies Limited and the suppliers. Any contractual arrangements were between Daya Agencies Limited and the suppliers, and settled the claims arising from the agencies between Daya Agencies Limited and its suppliers are to be addressed between the parties in accordance with their contractual framework. As the Ministry was not involved, the Ministry has already paid the contractor to the extent of the certified works done. Question number 4, what plans to the Ministry, by the Ministry to review its contractor selection and monitoring process in future projects to prevent similar occurrences? Honourable Speaker, the Ministry has adopted a decentralized approach for implementation of projects. For example, the construction of 9 classrooms was undertaken by the schools directly. What does this mean, Madam Speaker, is that the Ministry will channel money directly to the school and the school will source for a contractor. The Ministry disperses the funds to schools which then procure contractors and monitor the implementation of the projects. So we give money directly to schools and they are able to procure locally. To enhance monitoring and supervision, the Ministry will leverage the Geo-Enabling Initiative for Monitoring and Supervision, GEMS, which has been integrated into the National Education Management Information Systems, NEMIS. Through the embedded COBO or toolbox, data on school infrastructure will be efficiently captured by both school administrators and field officers. The GEMS tool has been fully incorporated into NEMIS to facilitate real-time monitoring on infrastructure development. We respectfully submit, Madam Speaker.